Yeah. Hey yo, man, it's your time. And fuck poverty. Get this money, man. What the fuck you gotta do?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy the Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. So we got a video here from TikToker Hair Addict 6. It's spelled the same way it's pronounced, with a 6 at the end of numeral 6. And she says she's not letting her kids ruin her relationship with a man. Here's the video.
I say this all the time, and I mean it. My kids will not be the reason for my marriage to fail. I love being a mother. Lord knows I do. I love my kids. Lord knows I do. But when it comes to me and my husband, and then you got them kids, baby, we coming together as a force. And one thing them kids gonna do, they gonna try to play you against each other. In our household, this is what we do. If one parent got it.
Now, do you think it's the man, this is her husband that she had the kids with, or this is someone else?
Of course not.
Issue with a kid, the other parent who don't quite have that issue is still pulling up with that other parent to address the situation.
Go ahead and get it.
No, go ahead. Finish what you're doing.
See two parents coming together right at their behinds, and they ain't gonna be no playing each other against each other. Think of it this way: when your kids graduate and they go off to live their lives, and you and your spouse done broke it off because of that kid. Oh baby, I need my man. LL Cool J said it best. I need love.
Oh my goodness. They need to start taking cameras, phones and cameras away from some of these people.
I couldn't get all of it because Ava came in and interrupted me. But from what I got, she was saying the kids are not going to be the reason why our marriage fails.
Want me to start over?
No, we can just go from there. So I kind of agree with what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like when you're married, that should be your number one priority. Of course, y'all both gonna take care of the kids, but like she said, once you know how some people say, "Well, you know what? I'm just here just so the kids get out of school because I want both my kids." You know, parents at the house with the kids.
Right.
So as soon as the kids get out of school, then y'all go y'all separate ways, divorce and separate and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you build y'all shit tight from the door, you don't have to worry about it on the back end. I don't think parents need to be in cahoots because it's always gonna be good cop, bad cop. That's what keeps everything level. You know what I mean? Both cops can't be on your ass. I mean, I said cops. Both parents can't be on your ass. One got to be the one that's on your ass. The other one got to be a little bit of relief. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we going to Tampa, Florida. I think she was talking about like a stepfather or something. I don't know. How in the world can a kid that both of y'all had together going to come between your relationship?
Well, I just told you. Sometimes it'd be like, you know what? I'm just staying here for the kids so they can do right. Then once they're old enough to get out, I'm out too.
Well, but that they're not coming in
That,
between the parents though. That's the parents shit they have to work through. That kid don't have nothing to do with that.
true.
Well, we going to Tampa, Florida, where Ronnie Walker is charged with first-degree murder for the shooting death of missing 14-year-old Nalexa Alexandra. And I probably pronounced her name wrong, but here's the report.
First at 5, the trial of a man accused of killing a 14-year-old girl got off to an explosive start as prosecutors revealed the motive. Nalexia Alexander was killed 3 years ago, and prosecutors have charged Ronnie Walker with capital murder. But the defense says he is not the man they should be looking at. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is live at the Hillsborough County Courthouse to unpack opening statements today. Evan, what they have to say?
Well, prosecutors say that Walker was mad that his relationship with Nalexia had been exposed. The defense says that police bullied an accomplice into lying about who pulled the trigger.
Nalexia Alexander.
Maybe the only central fact not in dispute in this courtroom is that Nalexia Alexander was too young for any of this.
14-year-old Nalexia Alexander had run away from home. It wasn't her first time running away from home.
Parents, this is all about that this is what I always say about that human trafficking stuff and all that stuff. I always believe this these young girls that got either a bad household or parents is just totally neglecting them, one or the other, and they run away from home and all that stuff, and they find some dude, a older dude, and be tricking them off like that. I don't believe that they strong arming these girls to sell their body and all that stuff.
Well, shit, most of the hookers on the streets was a fucking runaway.
Right.
Struggling.
Her mother had to listen to and see some of the gory details from the early morning of May 6th of 2022 when her daughter Alexia
Well, where is you at when
Exactly. I was
she
thinking the
running
same
away?
thing.
was found
And this dude, he knocking that little 14-year-old off and probably got caught.
shot 6 times, at least once in the head. Prosecutors believe Walker was mad he had contracted something from her in their relationship and that he'd given it to his actual girlfriend.
That gun was
See?
within 12 inches.
Damn, Lil Jon hot like that?
Yep. 14-year-old with a damn sexually transmitted disease.
Intentional,
She was in the
premeditated.
streets.
Mm-hmm.
Prosecutors say they'll be calling a witness who will testify that Walker admitted to shooting her after blaming someone else, that he lied to investigators, and that he tried to clean the blood from his car. In their opening statement, defense attorneys are pouncing on the credibility of those witnesses.
He had been in jail, bonded out, committed more crimes, bonded out, and he was about to have his bond revoked. He was about to be in a situation where he would have to go back to jail.
Defense attorneys say it was the other person in the car that night, Robert Creed, who killed Alexia, insisting that only Creed had been communicating with her in the days before the shooting. They
Was he bumping her off too? If that's the case, why in the world would he kill her?
also insist the DNA evidence of blood is not conclusive and that Creed's critical statements to detectives that Walker shot Alexia only came because the detectives badgered him.
If Ronnie Walker just shot and killed her in the car because he was mad at her, just tell me that. And then, and only then, you will hear that Robert Creed, for the first time, changes his story and says, that's exactly what happened. And from there on out, Robert Creed mimics, repeats what the detective had told him.
And this trial is expected to take many days, Haley. They just wrapped up testimony for today. The trial is going to feature testimony from Robert Creed, who has pleaded guilty to accessory after the fact. What he says about what he saw that night in that car could play a critical role in whether Ronnie Walker does indeed get convicted and face the death penalty. Back to you.
Evan Axelbank reporting tonight. Evan, thank you.
Well, first here at 5 o'clock.
All right, the next report is the same trial, but the mother is on the stand. I want to hear what she has to say.
The man Ronnie Walker has known his whole life pointed the finger at him today for the murder of 14-year-old Alexia Alexander. Prosecutors say that Walker killed Alexander 3 years ago on a dark Tampa street during a fit of revenge. Well, today his childhood friend took the stand claiming he witnessed her murder. Alexia's mother also testifying. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is there live at the courthouse today in Hillsborough County with the latest on this in downtown Tampa. Hi there, Evan. Bring this up to speed here on this.
Yeah, and the witness who testified against Walker today has known him for their entire lives, and he told the jury that Walker began threatening him from jail, and the prosecution has pinned their entire case on the jury believing him.
There was one thing Ashley Alexander wanted the court, the jury, and Ronnie Walker to know.
How did you know her? I was her mother.
She also told the jury that Alexia had begun running away from home 3 years before prosecutors say she was shot by Ronnie Walker in May of 2022.
Well, why was she running away from home? See, if it was me, I wouldn't have put her on the stand.
She watched surveillance video today
So
of
she was
Alexia.
12 when she started running from home?
Yep.
That's crazy to me.
Yep. She's a serial runner away from home. So, what's going on in that home?
11 and 12-year-old running away from home. That's ridiculous.
Right.
Getting into.
And like you were saying, 11, 12 years old, what's out there? And where can an 11, 12-year-old run away from? Some damn man, and he'll be having her sell her body and all that type of shit.
That's all that online shit now. Motherfuckers is meeting these young girls like that, and they running right from home to these older guys picking them up.
Walker's car hours before she was killed, the last time she was seen alive by anyone other than Walker and Robert Creed. When it comes to the facts of what happened the early morning of the shooting, the focus was on Creed, who has pleaded guilty to accessory after the fact for lying to police, at first to protect Walker. But today, he told on his old childhood friend.
He said, shit, I ain't going to jail for this shit.
Friend.
Oh, it was cool when I thought I wasn't going to get in trouble, but now, shit.
Walker, with his left hand, takes the gun. Let me kind of demonstrate for you. Turns around and shoots Alexia Alexander while she is sitting in the back seat of the car. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The defense is trying to paint Creed as an opportunistic liar, pointing out he is hoping for favorable treatment in his own upcoming sentencing, and that he at first lied. Creed's final testimony to the jury, though, is that he heard Walker shooting Alexia several times, and that Walker threatened him after the shooting.
Telling me, don't say nothing, don't tell nobody, or you're gonna kill me too.
Bullshit.
And Creed,
I'm sorry, I hate to laugh at that because it ain't.
That sounds like some bullshit. Your childhood friend, he talking about don't tell nobody I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
You watching a movie here?
They was all in cahoots, and they all was probably sleeping with that young girl.
She probably burned both of them.
Oh, who knows? One of them was the one that was tricking her out.
says that Walker has threatened him several times throughout this entire court process, including while he was in jail. He says that he is testifying, though, because
he threatened him while he was in jail. That means the jail would have records of this. All they had to do was check the phone logs. He's full of shit.
Clean mark, and prosecutors say that Walker wanted Alexia dead because their relationship had been exposed. We are expecting more testimony on that in the coming days.
All right, anxious to see where it goes. Evan Axelbank at the Hillsborough County Courthouse tonight. Evan, thank you.
Yeah, they probably was both tag teaming that young girl. Because why is the friend all involved anyway? Why would he shoot? Why would he shoot him while he in the shoot her while he in the car? Yeah, they probably who knows? They probably even I said one of them was tricking her. Who knows? Both of them was probably tricking her off, and they was splitting half the money. It don't sound right.
Nope.
Well, we going to Plaquemine, Louisiana, where parent Alessa Parker was charged with battery of a school teacher, resisting officers, and disturbing the peace after slapping the school principal during a basketball game. Here's the report. This happened in the beginning of the year.
Good evening to you, friends. Greg and Liz here with you. We're going to start with the WAFB I-Team exclusive. We know that sometimes emotions can get the best of us, but this is going way too far.
Yeah, 2 adults are in jail tonight after police say a parent punched a school principal this week in Plaquemine. It was all captured on school surveillance cameras as our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto, obtained the video of that assault. You see it here. He joins us now with details on what led to this skirmish.
Boy, they sure are ready to rumble, but they can't go out walking, or at least like a jog around the corner or something. These women are all big as houses. I hate to say that. Louisiana.
I can't even make out what I'm looking at here. Is it the big one in the blue?
No, the big one in the blue had came over. She was ready to throw down, I guess, to take the side of the woman that's holding the kid. They'll show it again.
Good evening, Chris.
Well, good evening, Liz and Greg. We're told the principal made a comment to the parent about the woman's children after they kept walking onto the basketball court during a...
Now, keep in mind, it's a game going on. These kids are maybe like preteens. Maybe they like preteen kids. So keep in mind, it's a game. This is in the middle of a basketball game.
Police say the mom was not having it. What happened next sent the principal to the hospital with a busted lip and a head injury.
The principal is full of shit, but I would have did the same thing.
How is she full of shit if her lip busted is busted?
No, the head injuries and all that.
Well, you got to play it off. You know.
That's what I'm saying.
Exaggerate a little bit. You know what I mean?
I'd be like, oh,
some more time, paid time off.
Right, and when I make certain movements, I just get like dizzy spells.
Yeah.
If pictures are worth 1,000 words, then what surveillance video records is invaluable. Tonight, this video of a principal getting slapped to the ground is turning heads in the city of Plaquemine. On Monday, the principal
and the idiots was on the internet was
They
saying,
should have
well,
locked her up right there on the spot.
the idiots on the internet was saying, she put her hands on her first, but that's true. But the woman is in that principal's personal space. So what's she just going to do? Just let her like be all up in her personal space? And
Did the principal put her hand on her first?
yeah, but the mom was like all in her face. So
Yeah,
she was
still,
like,
you got to keep your hands to yourself.
no, she didn't punch her. She was like pushing her away, like, yo, look, like back up, that type of thing.
I'm a
No,
believer. I'm a believer of keep your hand to yourself. So right
And-
now I'm on the principal, not the principal, the other lady's side of the.
And I'm on the side of don't let nobody get in your personal space, especially if they rile and rowdy and all that type of stuff.
You still
Why would you
can't
let
put no hands on nobody unless.
Okay,
they're trying
so
to
you gonna
assault
let somebody get in your personal space where they can just headbutt you?
I'm
Okay,
not gonna headbutt them first before they get the chance to headbutt me.
but they're in your they're in your personal space. You said keep your hands to yourself, right?
Y'all both arguing in each other's space.
She's not arguing. The principal wasn't arguing. That was the woman that was hooting and howling, and she's in the principal's face. And the principal was like, "Back up!" Like put her hands like on her chest.
Don't they got security there? Keep your hands to yourself.
The principal, they were standing right there, didn't do anything.
Well, she didn't call them over.
But they were standing right there. They
Don't
see
matter.
looking
She
at the
should
whole
have called them
thing.
over there. They ain't think it was going to escalate.
No, I'm like that's just like the same
Keep your
thing.
hands to yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's the same thing with the lady with the when they was at that meeting, and he was sitting down, and the lady was all up in his face, and he like pushed her off. So you trying to say he was wrong?
I'm trying to say keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, okay, in that situation, was that dude wrong for doing
You can always walk away. You don't got to stand there. And
He
say,
was
"Hey,
sitting
my
in the
person-"
chair.
All right. So if somebody get in your face, that means you got the right to punch them in the face.
And if they're in an aggressive manner, you don't let nobody
Now
get
you
in
sound
your
like you're a
personal
cop,
space.
aggressive man.
You don't let nobody get in your personal
arguing
space
with
like
somebody,
that.
and if you're arguing with somebody and y'all face to face, do that mean you get the right to punch him in the jaw?
She wasn't arguing.
I'm actually answer my question.
That's a whole different.
Answer my question.
No, because you still
All
don't
right,
let
thank
nobody get in your personal space like that.
You can't
No,
stop
you don't let
nobody
nobody
from
get
getting in your space.
Yes, you
can
can
back
too.
up and,
Like,
and
back
make your
up.
space bigger.
No, you can put your
back
like,
up and
back
make it bigger.
or you can say, "Please don't get in my personal space." Like
I'm
that.
pretty sure she said that. You don't put your hands on nobody.
He was watching a basketball game when police say she noticed young children walking onto the court while the game was being played. You can see the principal getting up so the little kids didn't get hurt. At least 2 times she pulls the kids back while the game is in play. At some point, Plaquemine Police Chief Stephen Angolio says words were
Then look how she just jumped up in her face and see that my man was right there, so he see the whole thing. He the one that should have jumped and said, "Excuse me, ma'am, don't do that."
changed.
I'm like, look, I'm on the principal side. Don't jump in my face like that because you can headbutt me. You can have something in your hand and bust me upside my head with it. No.
Or she could just be talking shit and ain't gonna put her hands on you.
I don't know what she gonna do.
You're right. So that's why you don't put your hands on nobody first.
That's why she blocked her from getting her personal space. I'm on
None
the
of
principal side. That's why they arrested her ass, because it seemed like the principal was right.
The principal sitting in a chair, the lady's walking by with 3 kids in tow and one of her friends, and the principal asked her, hey, keep your kids off the basketball court, it disrupts the whole game. She obviously took offense with that, and you see her move in on the teacher puts her hand up to kind of keep her off, and she just punched her, knocked her out of the chair.
Surveillance footage
Well, she wasn't sitting in the chair.
in the school's gym obtained by the WAFBI team shows the parent hit the principal. She's knocked to the ground.
This wasn't
She wasn't sitting in the chair.
Excitement from the competition. You made a bad call on my child or anything. This is a woman that was there with kids that was disrupting everything. I don't even think she had a child in the game at all. And she wasn't watching her kids. And when somebody told her you need to, she didn't like it.
An Iberville deputy on scene quickly tried to break it up. Tonight, Elise.
The deputy was standing right
He's
there.
full of shit. Exactly. 'Cause he saw her walk over there. He could have stopped as soon as she walked over. And she's full of shit too, because you got little kids running on the court. Where are you at as a parent? Why them kids ain't in the bleachers or next to you?
The mom seen hitting the principal is facing felony charges, battery on a school teacher, resisting officers, and disturbing the peace. Another woman who also got involved is also facing charges. Jamisha Godshaw charged with assault on a school teacher, disturbing the peace, battery of a school teacher, and threatening a public official.
Damn, so what, they dipped on her?
I don't know. Maybe it was something off camera or something. They was
It had
trying
to be
to.
because she getting charged with the same shit the other girl getting charged with.
Right.
Kind of egging it on and made some threats and was cussing people out too.
After the principal,
okay, well, you heard him,
was knocked to the ground.
Making threats is not the same as aggravated assault. That other person put hands on that girl too.
See, she grabs a napkin to wipe her face. Police say she had a busted lip and a head injury.
She was taken to the hospital. CAT scans and stuff like that had to be done, and she's okay now. But it was a pretty brutal attack.
With Parker and Godshaw now facing felony charges over the melee, law enforcement in Iberville Parish says this behavior won't be tolerated, especially at a child's basketball game.
You get in a fight at a public event, you're going to jail. Nobody wants to come out and go to 4th of July's and Mardi Gras parades and ball games and see that. And I don't blame them. Before it was like escort them out, write them a summons or whatever. You get in a fight, start any kind of fistic ruckus at a public event in Plaquemine, you're going to jail.
Parker is being held on a $100,000 bond. We're told Godshaw had bench warrants for other issues, too. The Iberville Parish Superintendent.
Now, here's this woman who already got issues and everything. You want her to be in your personal space like that? I'm on the principal side. Like, look, back up. You ain't got to be in my face like that.
So what I'm saying is she shouldn't have put her hand on her. But at the same token, if somebody arguing with you, you don't stay sitting down, and you got a security guard in front of you.
She wasn't sitting down. She was standing up.
She's sitting in a chair right here.
No, she fell. I don't know where they get that from.
She is sitting in the chair. You can see her knee.
She's sitting in. Let me go back. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me see if they.
Police say a parent punched a school principal this week in
because she was standing up and looked like she fell over the chair.
It was all captured on school surveillance cameras as our chief
investigator. She did get knocked down and hit the chair.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Investigator Chris Nakamoto.
What I'm saying is that security guard should be fired because he was standing right there, heard her arguing before it even got to that point. He could have been separated them.
And what about my other man? The other man is standing right there too. Is he a cop?
No, he ain't no cop. This one is the cop with the white hat or security. But the girl with the big head, she come big muscle right here with the blue shirt.
Right. And
the one with the white hat look just like my old boss Luke. He look exactly like him in that faded picture.
Like I said, they quick to rumble. They aggressive, quick to get aggressive, but they can't say, "Hey, let's walk around the block."
Motherfuckers want to let your kids run on the basketball court like that and don't do nothing. They get mad when somebody do something about it.
That's why it's best to not even bother. But then she was protecting the kids because wonder if the kids playing basketball, the ball get loose and they gonna go on for the basketball and knock one of them little kids over.
Right. And that too, that's not her job. That should have been security. Where's he at? He just watching the game and letting them kids do what they want. And then let this girl get up in the principal's face and hit her. He need to get fired.
Hey, look, like you said, he was standing right there and seen everything.
Yep. He saw the kids out there and he saw this girl walk up.
Obtain the video of that assault. You see it?
No, he a cop. He got that little vest and stuff on.
He ain't no cop.
Here, he joins us now with details on what led to this skirmish. Good evening, Chris.
Well, he got something on his chest.
Man, he got a hoodie on.
No, it's like one of them. Like those. I don't think it's a bulletproof vest, but those vests that those
security vests. Yeah, I don't think that's what that is though. It just looked like he got a hoodie today.
All right, we going to Chicago, Illinois, where couples James Howard and Chantel Robinson are accused of running a massive fentanyl cocaine operation in Chicago's southwest suburb. Here's the report.
The feds raided this house in southwest suburban Frankfurt. The owner now
my man doing the big.
Accused of running a huge fentanyl operation, which landed him and his girlfriend behind bars. Jermont Terry is live at federal court with how the feds traced the drug operation to 3 southwest suburban communities. Jermont
Terry.
This drug operation
spans
from Frankfurt to Oak Lawn and even includes a storage unit in Alsip where drugs, weapons, and wads of cash were all found, according to the feds. Check out the arsenal of weapons federal prosecutors say they
Very funny having the dog on a counter like that, as if the dog found all that stuff.
found when they arrested the couple. According to the federal complaint, 32-year-old James Howard and 31-year-old Chantel Robinson were behind a huge fentanyl and cocaine distribution. This Oakland apartment building off 95th and Ridgeland is where Robinson lived. Along the busy road across from the Chicago Ridge Mall, the apartment was being used as a drug laboratory, according to the federal complaint. The feds had suspected the pair of running the drug operation. They set up a hidden camera in this flower pot outside their third-floor unit. Prosecutors say the camera spotted Howard in this image coming out with a comforter. He placed it in the hallway, but inside the bag, 1.5 kilograms of suspected fentanyl and approximately 850 grams of suspected cocaine within the sheets.
This seems to be a case of these subjects to be
that fentanyl is going to get them.
Being very bold and careless at the same time.
This image shows Howard discovering the hidden camera. Even after Howard appeared to notice the camera at the top of the staircase and momentarily ducking out of the frame, the feds say he did not stop the illegal operation. Former FBI.
Then I believe that you know, I don't want to say it without I don't want to say what I think because I don't have any proof, but why in the hell you see a camera there? And you like, damn, well, what's this camera doing here? But yet you could still continue to do business there.
That's that boldness, not giving a fuck, thinking there ain't nobody watching the camera.
Director Phil Andrew points out.
They're like, hey, did you just buy this flower? No, I ain't buy that flower. Well, there's a camera in there.
This pair hid in plain sight. Agents raided Howard's house in Frankfurt. Their nearly $800,000 new construction was paid in full despite Howard moving in April.
But clearly the point
Howard
making
dough.
In that this complaint is that is likely due to the ease of access to this drug money.
This is what prosecutors say they found inside the house, that arsenal of weapons.
So he living in the,
cash and drugs. But the operation did not end there. It stretched to this storage facility in Alsop of 115th and Cicero. It's here where feds say additional drugs and weapons were found. Andrew points out federal and local agencies are still working jointly to win the fight against drugs.
Law enforcement, this is actually their bread and butter.
Now, Andrew points out that many criminals may believe that federal agents are focusing all of their attention on immigration, but he says this case proves.
Oh, they ain't worried about us. They said they're trying to track down the illegal shit.
I guarantee you somebody in that rich neighborhood dropped a dime. Like, how the fuck does young bull get a newly developed big ass house like this? And then they sit there and watch them. He don't go to work or nothing, but got all these fucking rides and money and shit. They call somebody, y'all need to investigate him.
The drug cases remain a top priority. As for that couple, they remain in federal custody tonight. Live outside the Dirksen Federal Building tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
Yep. They're like, well, damn, I'll be there early in the morning. His car's still there. I come home, his car's still there. He don't go nowhere. How the hell is he paying for this? Well, we going to Orange County, California, where Nicole Brown, a former police officer, is facing felony charges for allegedly stealing $600,000 in fraudulent workers' compensation payments. Brown allegedly claimed that she was completely disabled after a head injury in 2002, but was purportedly seen engaging in various activities such as skiing, attending a music festival, and pursuing an advanced degree while collecting disability payments. Here's the report.
A former Westminster police officer has been charged with pretending
I'm going to just live it up
to be disabled while dancing and drinking at a music festival, skiing, even running a 5K. Orange County reporter David Gonzalez live in Westminster on the felony charges she's now facing for the alleged workers' comp fraud. David?
Oh, this is a street entrepreneur too, by the way. Street entrepreneur, do your thing.
Michelle, we reached out to the Westminster Police Department, but they had no comments. The Orange County District Attorney's Office calls her actions shameful, and they say the real victims are the taxpayers.
For a police officer to engage in that kind of behavior is absolutely disgusting.
Former Westminster Police.
Sound like a hater.
Police officer Nicole Brown faces serious prison time for allegedly stealing hundreds of thousands in fraudulent workers' compensation payments after telling her department she was unable to work due to an injury she suffered while on duty in March 2022.
She suffered a small abrasion to her head. She went to the emergency room that day. The doctor cleared her without any restrictions on duty. She took a couple days off after that and then told her department that she had been diagnosed with a traumatic brain injury by a doctor who put her on temporary disability.
Okay, where's the paperwork that the doctor said this?
Orange County District Attorney's Office claims Brown collected more than $600,000 tax-free, including all medical bills.
She was engaged in an incredibly active lifestyle where she was running, skiing, going to Disneyland, doing all these things that...
Okay, so she got this disability money. That means she's supposed to just sit in the house?
No, but if you got a traumatic brain injury, certain shit you can't do.
She said she could not do while she was working as a police officer.
The DA's office launched an investigation.
Okay, what about the college thing?
And if she's saying she can't be a cop, but then you can go to Disney World and all this other shit, and jogging and doing marathons and shit, skiing. Ain't nothing wrong with that girl.
All right, but what about the college?
What about it?
Can she go to college with an injury?
Well, I guess because she got injured and she's saying they got injured on the job, the police force is paying for her 100%, you know, and she's not supposed to get that benefit.
Investigation after Brown was caught dancing and drinking at Stagecoach Country Music Festival.
People who knew that she was on full disability witnessed her behaving in a way that was not consistent.
That's why I always say, watch what the hell you do. And here's the people she talked to and all that stuff. They didn't went and told.
She shouldn't have been telling nobody.
Yep, Nicole, talking about something, because you know they mad anyway, because she get to sit at home all day and collecting the paycheck. So they like, Nicole sitting up there, went to that festival. She just is dancing and drinking. Ain't nothing wrong with that girl.
Did you see she just went skiing? And after you keep saying shit like that, you know what I mean? She want to get back to the boss, and that's your ass.
Yeah, and they like a 5K. You running a 5K this week?
With what she was telling.
Watch what you do. Watch what you do and what you say around people.
Her department.
Brown's stepfather, Peter Gregory Schumann, a licensed attorney practicing workers' compensation defense for insurance carriers, is charged with helping a stepdaughter orchestrate the fraud.
He was representing her at some of the meetings with the department and her case manager, where he was describing what she was prohibited from doing.
Brown is now charged with 15 felonies, including making a fraudulent statement to obtain compensation and making fraudulent insurance benefit claims. Her stepfather is also charged with conspiring and soliciting someone in an unlawful act.
Like, damn, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Girl, and if convicted, got me all tied up in your bullshit.
Yep.
Schumann faces 8 years behind bars. If found guilty, she faces up to 22 years in prison.
Oh, she ain't going to jail.
Reporting live in Westminster, David Gonzalez.
4 years and do 2. That's what she gonna get.
Yep.
And then be a cop in another city.
All right, you can reach the Judgmentals on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube and Twitter at PNL Judgmentals, Instagram at _Judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgmentals@gmail.com. So, all right, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Check the status on my level, not my Facebook. Comments on my photos, that's why I stay on the low. Most of y'all is associates, so I be on my dolo. Hold up, whoa, hold the phone. You think all I do is rap? I can do it on my own. That's why I produce.